Hi, Capricorn, and welcome to your March 2022 read. Okay, this reading is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Before I start, those of you who are celebrating St. Patty's Day, happy St. Patty's Day. Okay, again, let me just say, I didn't say it before, but I have been saying it in every reading, that I am not a huge proponent of doing these readings on my sister's bed. However, I'm in transition, so we have to make do with what we have. Okay, I have laid out your cards, and I love it because at the bottom of the deck you came out Capricorns. Okay, I'm using the Gilded Tarot Royale deck for the general. So I'm going to show you the cards. And then either for clarification purposes or for extending the narrative, the Light Seers deck for you. We shall see what happens. And then as an overall, I wanted to surprise everyone with an oracle from Rumi. Okay, let's get started. So bear with me. All right. Now, let's get started because this is really important here from what I can see. The Page of Pentacles with the Ace of Cups. The love of a child, yes? The Six of Pentacles with the Five of Wands. And the Five of Swords with the Four of Pentacles. And the the Knight of Cups. Okay, and then on the bottom of the deck is you right here. Okay, so, oh my gosh, you have two fives. You have the Five of Swords and the Five of Wands. So what does that tell me? That tells me a fight has ensued between potentially a father and a son, because that's everyone here. So this is very specific of you being the father and the son, one that whom you love immensely, of course. And what is the fight about? Well, is it that someone doesn't have a job or needs to get a job, or some verbal attacks and fighting, chaos ensuing because someone's holding back money and or love? It's interesting because you have all cups, and then you have the two main cards are the changes that need to take place in a family union. And I'm just talking between father and son here. There's someone whom you really love and cherish deeply here. And maybe someone needs to say, forgive the other after, all right, someone had some very not nice things to say, very much negative, like, I'm gonna win no matter what the cost. And there could be others involved in the fight, or this is just this verbal abuse that you or another is feeling is bringing you back to a place where you, and I'm going to tell you, if you know me by now, something about, maybe you don't know me by now, but you're going through, Capricorn, if you're the father and dealing with a son, you're going through the same exact chaos that ensued when you were a child growing up with your father, and how perhaps someone held the love back held love back from a union, right? That clearly needs to get cleared out, right? Okay. Seriously. So I'm going to use the Light Seers deck, like I mentioned, yeah? And I need clarifying cards on both the fives, the Five of Wands and the Five of Swords, without question. What is going on with you Capricorns? Children. This is exactly what is going on. Children fighting, you're fighting with your children. There is havoc going on. Things are not fair. Someone needs to come and apologize. Nine of Swords. Or 6, I'm sorry. Yep. Someone's walking away. Someone left. Okay, so I don't know who the 6 of Swords is, because we go from the 5 of Swords to the 6 of Swords. So someone's taking this and leaving. We're going to get to this in a minute. I need to know one more card about what's going on, the fights. 4 of Cups. Depression, denial. This is the feminine. Okay, so a child or a mother of children has left you with the kids, right? And now you're having this is not going to resonate for every Capricorn, right? But for those who it resonates with, someone left you in this chaos. There was a fight, could be your significant other, could be a live-in. Someone's been depressed and needing to just leave to gain their sense of balance. So a decision, look at, someone decided, it could definitely be with the 6 of Swords and the 2 of Swords here, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Or you could be on the cusp, right? Capricorn, Aquarius, cusp. So, someone left. A child could have left. Look. The Page of Wands. Someone could be leaving home. Seriously. And just, I'm out. I'm out. I want to go. There's the boat. It's either you or a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius that is saying, I'm out. I'm done. And I thought about it, but or someone that you're with thought about it and said, I'm gone. There is a fight. There's a fight. It could be coming up in March. Okay? Someone needs forgiveness, either giving you giving forgiveness, Cap, or someone forgiving you. Okay. Let's keep going on the narrative. King of Wands, a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Again, it could be you are this father figure. Okay? So tell me what it is, Capricorn, that you need to tell me with regard to your situation. Page of Cups once again. Page and Knight. A forgiving self, forgiving child, forgiving your father in your childhood has to happen. Something about when pigs fly. There's something significant about that. There's an otter, seal, and or the sea animals, I heard. So there's something about the sea, or you need to see what's really happening. I'm telling you, and I'm going to tell you, if you have a child, Capricorn, that you're worried about their emotional health and well-being, I really want you to reach out and talk to them, but in a nice way. I'm not saying that you don't. If it's a mother of your child, someone needs to maybe seek help for a child. Just saying. Okay, tell me what else you need. What do you need? You need to balance. So this needs balance. You got it twice. Your heart needs to feel better, to get balanced, back to where, so the double message, right? The message that comes loud and clear for you and your children, Capricorn, for those who have children, is forgiveness, balance, and love. And someone needs to just say, I'm sorry. And someone could say, right? Someone could say in a fight, I'm not apologizing. You know, I'll apologize when a pig, pigs fly. Something about pigs flying. Maybe you have a statue of pigs that fly. Okay. I want to clarify the Two of Swords, and then I want to go back to you. Two of Swords. Not, you know what I mean. The Four of Pentacles. Holding back. Someone is holding on to their heart. Children. Something also about saving your money in your piggy bank. Being more thrifty and saving your money. You or a child. Okay, now let's see what you want to tell me. Oh, thank God. And that is where you'll find, through the love in your heart, not holding back. If someone had a fight, when you have a fight, right? It's verbal bashing with you and or your kids, or you and your person, you know what I mean? A significant person in your life, or the mother of your children. You have a fight and someone says, I'm out. I can't take this any longer. So they take a minute. Everyone needs a minute to regroup, right? Say they're sorry, potentially. And if not, we have to regain our sense of balance about what is more important. Is being right, that's what I hear. Is being right more important to you and to this situation, right? Right. So the fight could have been, well, I want to win at all costs because I'm right about this. But that has put a lot of tension, to say the least, right? To say the least. It has put a lot of tension in a family dynamic. And now someone's scared of opening up. They don't want to open up. So know that you need to know that, choose your battles wisely, or someone else needs to know that. And how we speak to others and how we deal with our kids, right, Capricorn, really needs to set the tone of how you dealt with your father and how it came to be that you understand that now what is truly more important than anything is to see the light and to if you have to like eat some crow, there's crows here. I'm not kidding. Someone has to eat crow. There's 6. Why? Because it's the yin and the yang. If someone has to eat crow and apologize, then do it. Why? For your kids' sake. If it's the kids that need to apologize and they don't want to because why? Well, you know, a child with this beautiful peacock could be a little arrogant, a little cocky. But so what? They're your kid. We raise our children the way that we've been raised, typically. And what we realize when we're in the thick of it all is that we start sounding like our mother and or our father, right? And we can either embrace that fact, or we could deny that it exists, or we could change the way that we communicate with our children. Because when things play out in a certain fashion that we are like, oh my God, I sound just like my mom, then you're like, take heed if this is what's going on. Okay, Cappies? Let's get a few more cards. Tell me your story. 4 of Wands. Yep. Family. So do things with your kids. Go out and realize that life is oh so short. And the happiness of a family and the love for family, that's what you're telling me it's all about. That's what it's all about. So don't deny yourself the freedom to allow maybe kids to do what they want to do and let them learn their own lessons instead of arguing and cutting with words or negativity. Don't we have enough of that out in the world? You know what I mean? We have so much of that out there. Don't you want to change how you deal with your family and not necessarily deal with your kids and your spouse or whoever you're with? This is mostly kids' situation here. And deal with them on a level that is uplifting and very different than maybe how you were raised. Let's get one more card because these are so beautiful here. The Sun. You could be dealing, Capricorn, with a Leo, Aries, Sag, but you're finding your way, or that was your father, or is your father. Sorry. One more. This is what it's all about. It's about changing you and your ways of how you handle your family, your kids, the dynamic of going off the rails just to be right, being negative just because. This has been the conditioning of what you believe you have to, right, hand over. When you hand over the torch, Are you going to hand over the torch, Capricorn, with a firm but yet very forgiving and loving your children? Because that's what you're telling me here. A transformation now is happening. Someone has transformed the way that they dealt with their kids. And this is what you're going to learn in the month of March. Leo, strength. Look at the picture. Half of her face is, right, human, and half is animal. Be loving, with assertive, loving, doing it softly, just like the goat. Because words cut. Children, always remember what their parents were arguing about, fighting about, or what they told us. Right? Your mom and dad, when you fought, Capricorn, with mom and dad, how did they handle it, right? Was it dealt with dignity, with the hand of great love? Or are you going to change it up, and be the strength in a loving, beautiful way? And that's what this change is about. You are now realizing that how you were conditioned is not how you want to go about dealing with your kids. Okay? It's not for all, but let me tell you, if you're listening to this because Capricorn is in your natal, significantly, Spirit is asking you, if it's not about you with your kids and it doesn't resonate because of that part, what part does resonate is the common denominator is how you treat your children, how your family treated you, and the conditioning that you were raised with. Capricorn, your Rumi card is the right choice. Make the right choice that opens your heart. Look at her. You're emitting the frequency of great love and forgiveness. It's time to forgive mom and dad, and now your children will see how you deal with, maybe this is a fight between your spouse and you, right? And your kids are listening to it, and now they're scared to death, right? It's intimidating. It is. It's intimidating for children to hear the fighting between their parents. So make the right choice and understand that whatever choices you make are the right choices at the time you make them. This is a 29. It's an 11. It's a master number. Why? Because no choice is wrong. But where we come from, the choice to make the right choice for you and your dynamic now in your family is probably what you're doing in March. The poem says, stay close to those who know about love. Choose the shade of a tree that is a constant bloom, which is growth. The pain and suffering that one has gone through in childhood does not need to be handed the torch of the same pain and suffering of your children. Don't meander aimlessly among the herb sellers and potion vendors. Go directly to the shop that sells nothing but sweets. Be kind. Don't sit waiting by every boiling pot to have your plate filled. Not every boiling pot is cooking what you want. Not every sugar cane is filled with sugar. Not every down has an up. Not every eye has vision. And not every sea contains pearls. So by dealing with your family dynamic in a way that breeds a kindness, loving forgiveness through the strength in your heart, that will be the right choice for you. I send you so much love and light and definitely peace for all. Have a great month.